Hello and welcome to today's Apache News livestream. I'm your announcer, Benjamin Panza, and I'm joined by
Richard Lee.
Today, the Lady Apaches are taking on the Burbank Bulldogs in CIF Southern Section action, as well as for Pacific League rankings. The Ladies Apaches come into this game off of a fresh win over Burroughs at home. They're currently 6-0-2 in league and are almost guaranteed to get into the semifinals. Let's hope we can see an overall record of 7-0-2 after this game.
Also, we'd like to apologize to the viewers for starting off a little bit late. There are a few minor problems, but we should be fine now. The Bulldogs come into this game with a record of 0-7-2 in league and 1-10-2 overall. They recently played Hoover and lost by 2 points, ending the game 2-0. Our Apaches have played against Hoover and won 2-0, the same scores, although it seems that Burbank's shooting skills are sadly lacking when compared to the Lady Apaches. Let's hope that translates into a win for the Apaches today.
We're looking forward to an exciting game, and so far we've seen a little bit of the Apaches on the aggressive. We haven't really seen Burbank being able to push into the Apaches half so far, and so far the Lady Apaches have been very aggressive. We see here a corner kick for the Apaches.
Who's going to be taking it? It is...
Nice kick there by the Apaches. Goes right through though. Apache number 5, Lady Apache number 5 is getting that ball. Passes it back.
Trying to desperately recover it.
Passing it back in a pretty well organized maneuver there to defense number 10. Ball starts going forward with the Lady Apaches. It's a nice through ball there by the Apaches, but it goes right to the goalie.
Now, Burbank hasn't been doing too well, have they?
They really haven't. They've had a pretty bad season so far, with only 1 win in overall, and none so far in league. With 10 losses overall, and 7 in league, they're definitely not too much of a challenge for the Lady Apaches, or they shouldn't be. But if the Apaches get overconfident or relax a little bit because of the score of the Bulldogs, they're not going to look too well, because even the worst teams, or in some of the best, can make terrible mistakes and leave open holes for another team to exploit.
I agree. It'd be a miracle for Burbank to pull a win today. But I think based on the performance of the Lady Apaches, the chances are steep.
Looks like the Bulldogs are starting to be a little more aggressive, but the Apaches quickly shut that down. It's going to be an
out.
It's going to be a out. It's going to be a throw-in for Hoover. No, I'm sorry, not Hoover. Burroughs. No, it is.
It's Burbank.
It's Burbank. It's none of the above. I'd like to apologize.
No need to apologize. Here we go. Burbank is now. Oh, and she just kicked it back to the Apaches. Oh, here we go. We have number Burbank.
Number 13 for Burbank passes it, but it misses the player and it goes out. It's going to be a throw-in for the Apaches. Throw-in by number 19 for the Apaches.
Very nice throw.
Teresa Gardner.
Very
She's
far.
a very
Here we
good
go.
defender. She's been putting in some very good work for the Apaches this year. Looks like that's a foul on the Apaches for high kicking. Free kick for the Bulldogs.
Now, can I just point out?
What do you want to point out? The Apaches have been doing a pretty good job this season. They're second place in Pacific League so far.
Number 13,
just
Burbank.
below Crescenta Valley. Apaches there with a bit of a dangerous touch back to their defenders. It's going to give the Bulldogs a chance to come back, which they do. Passing it up to their forwards. A nice through ball there.
Oh, very nice.
But the Apache
passing.
defense is all over that. That's going to be out off of the Bulldogs. It's going to be an Apache throw.
We have a throw-in for the Apaches.
It looks like the Bulldogs are exchanging player. No.
What's going on right now, Ben?
I'm not quite sure. I think the coach is thinking about exchanging players. Yeah, there we go. A new player is coming on for Bulldogs. Looks like number 12 for the Bulldogs.
Oh, there's something wrong with the other player's knee. Hope she gets better. Great throw in, very far. Oh, and Burbank recovers the ball.
Lady Apache defense and midfield doing an excellent job of pushing that ball, though. It's going to be a foul on the Apaches because of a little bit too much roughness by them.
Oh,
Lady Apaches pass it to their right wing, number 6.
very nice coordination between the ladies.
Number 6, Stephanie Yen, has been a very good defense for the Lady Apaches. Occasionally she does switch to forward, but it looks like this game, or at least for most of this game,
And
that's
that is a goal.
Goal for the Lady Apaches.
Did you see that, Ben?
I did. She's scored by number 5, Amanda Howard. Usually plays as a forward for the Lady Apaches. Occasionally she also drops back to midfield.
What a very talented. Our
Definitely a
Lady
talented
Apaches.
individual.
Here we back. Burbank is resetting.
So far, it looks like a pretty calm game. Do you think as the sun goes down, as it gets a little cooler, it's going to be a little bit of a faster game, or do you think it's just going to stay sort of this slow throughout?
Most definitely. The weather in California has really been getting hot lately. Right now it's 82 degrees, so they must be feeling the heat.
Especially on this turf field, the heat sort of gets trapped in it and sort of sticks around for a little while longer.
That's true, that's true. When I was in football, whenever I had to do bear crawls, my hand would blister because of the heat and the turf. Let me tell you guys, the turf is like a cast iron pan. That thing retains all the heat. Hopefully the sun will come down early, though.
Good through ball there by the Apaches. It's put out, though. That's going to be a corner kick for the Apaches. Good play there by the Bulldogs defense.
You have number 27 getting the ball right now.
I believe that's number 21, actually.
I apologize. Serena Rosas. Serena Rosas is a very ambitious player. She will risk anything for the ball, and I am excited to see what she can do during this game.
She's definitely got a talent for corner kicks. Or she has throughout the season. Let's not jinx her here. Looks like the Apaches are planning on a run-in here, and a little bit of a...
She's running up like a bull. She kicks it.
Oop, a nice touch there by the Apaches, but Burbank defense has managed to tap it out.
Nice block by Burbank.
Right over the top by the Apaches.
That is a field goal.
It's a field goal. Several points. Wait, this isn't football. Never mind.
This is actually Gaelic football, the Irish football.
Gaelic football. I haven't actually heard about that.
You really? It's actually a mixture of every sport. I used to play it back in the Bronx. It's don't have time to really explain it right now, but here we
Sounds
have
like a very interesting game. I'll have to ask you about that later.
Maybe we can explain it later, but Burbank's goalie is getting for a
That's going to be a short pass to number 13.
You know, sometimes you can either go for the large, wide pass, or you could just kick it to a nearby player.
We see the Apache defense doing what they've done all year so far, and that's control the ball, take their time, and then get it to the right player. It looks like the Bulldogs, however, managed to intercept the pass up to the center.
You know, the Apaches, they really know how to space out. So whenever a ball is coming towards another player for Burbank, there's always an Apache to be there to get it.
The Apaches have done a very good job this year of getting open for passes and passing it to players. Sometimes, even in the high school level with seniors, you can see some passing to players who have long since left that area, or you can just see some missed passes that'll just go wide by the target around a mile or two.
Right, a mile.
Apache's passing the ball up the field.
Here we have back and forth. Oh, this might be the turning point.
Bulldogs bringing it back down, but the Apache midfield's getting in their way. Good job there by number 19 for the Apaches.
This might be another goal.
Once again.
Here we no turnout. A lot of expressive parents today at our bleachers, showing a lot of support for the Apaches. We have number 13 for Burbank getting the ball. Leisurely stroll.
Looks like it's going to be a free kick.
Leisurely stroll.
For Bulldog.
That is a colorful ball. I really like the color on that ball. Green, red, pink. It's amazing.
Apaches intercept that ball. They are going to pass it to the center, but the Bulldogs get there in first. Some good defense there by the Bulldogs, but the Apache midfield gets the ball back.
Now, when
they're slowly pushing it up the field.
When two players are fighting,
and it looks like number 5 is on a bit of a breakaway here. A nice shot there. It's right at the goalie though, and the Bulldogs managed to get it out of the center of the field.
Nice defense from the goalie from Burbank. Amazing block. Now these ladies get really rough with each other whenever they have to fight for the ball.
Nice through pass there, but it's offsides. It's going to be a free kick for Burbank.
Oh, I honestly thought she had it there, the ball at the end.
Free kick here being kicked by number 13 for the Bulldogs. Some good headers there by the Apaches.
Takes really...
Right to the Bulldogs though, and they kick it back to the center field.
Oh.
Good cross there by the Apaches to number 19.
Very good coordination with the Apaches. This might be a goal. Oh, she tried to pass it. Fortunately, it was blocked by Burbank.
Bulldogs are pushing it back down the field.
They're gaining momentum. You can't lose that momentum. Come on.
Apache defense doing what it's done once more throughout the year, stopping the balls.
What?
This is a pretty good breakaway. Oh, no.
Oh.
Defense got there. Good job for the Bulldogs defense.
We have a wide kick. Straight back to the Apaches, though. Oh, did you just see that pass? It just went past one of the Burbank.
That was a nutmeg right there by the number 7 for the Apaches.
Hopefully the player... Oh.
Goalie got there first.
You know, that must be really stressful whenever you're this close to getting... So close to the goal with, like, no defenders, and the goalie just runs up.
Well, you know what? There's still 24 minutes in this half. There's plenty of playing time, plus the second half.
You know those girls are really tempted to kick the ball anyways, even when the goalies are going for it. Oh.
Of course. We've got a lot of well-disciplined players on this field, though. I doubt any of them will lose their head and kick at the goalie.
Be amazing if they did, though. No, not morally, but for entertainment. Here we have a throw-in for Burbank.
Goes over both their own players and the Apaches right there, but the Apache defender behind still manages to get a foot on it. Apaches once again passing to their defense, sending it back up the field. The Bulldogs get in the way, though. Bit of a weak pass there by the Apaches, almost got intercepted by the Bulldogs. Now we've got number 19 once again pulling the ball up through the center.
Number 19, Teresa Gardner.
She's done an excellent job so far this game, as she has throughout the previous part of the season. Some good passing by the Apaches, even if they do get a little close to the Bulldogs there. Good through pass there by the Apaches, but that's going to be offsides.
And Burbank will take that.
Burbank is going to take that at free kick. Good kick there by the Bulldogs. Right to the Apaches, though. Their defense is going to kick it right back up the way it came. That's an out, though. Throw in for the Bulldogs.
Number 11.
One problem I've seen for the Bulldogs so far is they can't quite get enough players into the areas where they're going to throw or kick a ball to. And usually the Apaches can outnumber them and just take the ball from them. Bit of a bad touch there by the Apaches. Number 5 there.
Kind of a pass to nobody, really, to Burbank.
It is a throw-in for Burbank, though. Here we see that problem again. There's not enough Burbank players within range for that throw-in.
That's right.
And there's two Apache players on the one Burbank player. A very good through pass there. Goldie gets there first. Nice kick there. The
Goalie's
Burbank
a little kind of a risk taker. There's a
well,
risk.
to be fair, it's much less of a risk than kicking directly to the center. That's usually the worst idea as a goalie, kicking a punt to the direct center. Kicking it to the sides is a much better proposition. She had a better chance of getting it to her own players, kicking it to the left side of the field like she did instead of the right side. Here we see a kick back to the Arcadia goalie. Still see the Arcadia Apache defense in control of the ball, passing it throughout the field, making the Bulldogs run to get there. That's one of the best parts of the Apache defense. They make the opposing teams run, and then by the time of the third or fourth quarter of the game, the other team is exhausted from running to catch up with the balls.
Really making them work for those goals, aren't they?
Definitely. That's one of the best features of the Arcadia defense. Good breakaway here by, I believe that's number 7 for the Apaches.
Hopefully they...
Good play there. Ooh.
Oh, good block from Burbank's defense.
Good work by the defense there. We've got players running off the field for the Apaches. Coming off, I believe that is number 2. I'm sorry, that was number 9. And coming onto the field is number 18.
Area for throw-in, Natalie Swift. Will that be?
Nope, still in.
That is in.
Oop, looks like that's going to be a corner kick for the Apaches.
Looks like number 21 is going to take it. Serena.
She's been doing quite a good job on the corner kicks so far this game. And we see once again the Arcadia corner kick strategy with quite a couple players in the far end of the field from it, ready to collect the ball in case it passes all the way through, with a few players ready to run into the box.
Let's hope the ladies get it.
Nice kick there, and it's in. Very good job by the Lady Apaches. That was a nice touch.
Amazing. Spectacular.
I believe that goal was scored by number 7, but I'm not quite certain on that point. Sorry, it's number 5. Number 5 scored that goal. That would be Amanda Howard.
Once again.
So far, the Apaches are up 2-0 with 17 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first half.
Wow.
I don't expect to see a humongous change in scores. Oop, that's going to be a foul on the Apaches. Free kick for Burbank.
Let's see if she'll kick this far. Oh.
Good pass there by the Bulldogs, but the Arcadia defense is all over it.
Man, it seems like whenever they always kick to the Apache side, the ladies always take over somehow.
Very good turnaround on that throw-in for the Apaches. There's a shot. It's blocked by the goalie. Another shot.
Oh.
And that goes out to the right of the goal.
You know, maybe.
You know, if that's one thing the Apaches have been very good at throughout the season is getting shots on goal. They're the third. They have the third most scored goals out of every team in the Pacific League right now. On top of them,
that is very impressive.
Crescenta Valley in number 1 position.
Here you have a corner kick.
In a interesting point of fact, though, Burroughs, who were 3rd place in the Pacific League, actually have 1 more goal scored than Arcadia. They've just been facing up against some different teams with more high scores, and played some more high-scoring games than the Apaches have.
The Apaches are trying to bring back. Oh,
that's going to be a throw-in for the Bulldogs.
Seems like that ball ricocheted off of Burbank's feet. Actually, that is their throw-in. Never mind.
I believe she was out before she kicked the ball.
Oh, I apologize.
Even now, we're starting to see a little bit of walking by the Lady Apaches offense because of I'm assuming because of the temperature. Good ball there by the Apaches, but number 3 just couldn't quite keep on top of it.
She had no choice. She had to kick it out. But that's always better than them getting it.
It's going to be a Bulldog throw-in. Very good block there by the Apaches. That's going to be another Bulldog throw-in, but it was a very good shortstop on that Bulldog throw-in. How many times do you think I can say Bulldog throw-in in a single sentence with it still making sense?
As many as you can, Ben. Bulldog throw-in.
There it goes. That Bulldog throw-in was pretty good. We may see another Bulldog throw-in later on. After that, hopefully the Apaches will be able to intercept with some more Bulldog throw-ins. I think that's all I got in me. I don't think I can do more than 3.
That is fine. Their Bulldog throw-ins have been really special.
Ooh, is that going to be offsides? Nope. It looks like the assistant referee is letting them play with that one.
Yeah,
there goes the kick. Very good job by the goalies so far for Burbank.
The goalie has been phenomenal for Burbank.
That looks like it's going to be either a goal kick or an offsides. I believe it's going to be a goal kick.
She has been taking risk and.
Oh no, they're calling the offside penalty. Free kick for Burbank. Good kick there, right to the Burbank players.
Oh, but Apache sneaking up behind. Fighting for it.
That's going to be an Apache throw-in. Arcadia is swapping players once again. Going onto the field is number 14. Coming off of the field is number 7.
This is going to be an amazing throw-in.
Yeah, that's one thing that the Apaches, another thing the Apaches are doing very well this game. They've got some very nice throw-ins.
They got a range that is far.
It's a very good range, yeah. We see number 14 for the Apaches fighting number 11 on the Bulldogs defense there for the possession of the ball.
They're grinding for the ball. Oh.
That's going to be an Apache throw-in in the corner. Very good thing for the Apaches.
This might be it.
We could see another goal here for the Apaches. It's going to be taken by number 3, Natalie Swift. Another player swap for the Apaches. Going on the field is number 20, and coming off is number 17. We're seeing a similar swap for the Bulldogs. Going off is number 7.
It might be this Heat.
Probably the Heat. They're trying to keep all the players on the field fresh. Coming onto the field is number 12 for the Bulldogs.
Number 14, desperately trying to get the ball.
Oops, it looks like that's going to be another Apache throw-in, which, honestly, this really plays to the Apache strengths. They're up 2 points. It's 12 minutes left in the first half. As long as they can hold it onto the Bulldogs' half, they basically got this game in the bag.
As long as Burbank keeps on kicking the ball out.
Looks like that's going to be a goal kick. No, I'm sorry. That's going to be a free kick for the Apaches.
Oh, and it's closer than a corner kick. I have faith that she will kick. Oh, she did not
back
go.
Pass there, bypassing the Bulldog wall. Good job there by the Bulldog midfield and defense, though. Quickly rushing the Lady Apaches. Cross there by the Apaches, but it goes right to the Bulldog defense. That is going to end up being a Apache throw-in, though. Right around the 25-yard line on this football field. Speaking of football, did you know that in most of the world, soccer is actually referred to as football, and only in the U.S. and a couple other countries is it referred to as soccer?
Yes, it has aggravated many countries, but we will continue calling it as soccer because our football is American football.
Good touch there by the Apaches.
Ooh,
that
nice
was a
goal.
Beautiful goal there by number 21 for the Apaches.
Wow.
Serena Rosas.
You know, I expected a lot of things from her, and what she has just done really showed her talents.
See the Apaches midfield and offense is starting to slow down as they get more and more points, which is all well and good as long as the Bulldogs don't push against them. But we have seen the Bulldogs are quite willing to push onto the Apaches side of the field. They haven't quite lost all of their morale yet. That is a huge part of the game, morale, you know? If a team runs out of morale, they stop fighting, and even if they're ahead, they can suddenly lose because they just get overconfident, they stop running. And we can see a losing team down 3 or 4 points just come back out of nowhere because the other team just stops trying to win. Or they think they're secure in their victory. So they just sort of go, oh, it's only 1 goal.
It's the classic tortoise and hare story.
Yeah,
you know?
it definitely is. So as long as the Lady Apaches stay on their toes, though, they should come out of this game ahead. Nice kick there by the Bulldogs goalie. Not quite so great a touch by the Bulldogs midfield.
You know, I've seen these ladies take these long kicks with a headbutt. It takes a lot of guts to use your head in this game because that is terrifying when something is falling down almost at Mach 5. And there's so many risks. You could break your nose. You could...
Bulldogs passing the ball to the center of the field. Pushing down the right now. Ooh, bit of a...
Man, they are just pressuring Burbank.
It's what the Apache defense and midfield do best. They keep it on the other side of the field.
Whenever Burbank gets some motion, they are just stopped by the Apaches.
Looks like that's going to be a offsides on the Apaches.
Once again kicking it.
Good cross there by the Bulldogs, but the Apaches get there first. Number 14 dribbling down the field. None of the Bulldogs' defense even come up to challenge her.
Hopefully
That's
she
just
gets
gonna go right in.
And she gets it past the goalie. You know this.
A good shot by the by number 14 there for the Arcadia.
This is what I mean. Sometimes it's better to stay back and be patient for the ball to come by. But you know the goalie had to. She had to either.
If she hadn't come out, the Apaches would have scored anyway. They just would have come in closer and scored. Really, that's the fault of the Bulldog defense. That she just didn't have any defenders on her while she made that run. They just sort of opened and let her pass.
That's true.
Here we see a really good example of the Bulldogs just starting to lose morale.
I think that's their weakest factor is defense. Okay. Apaches with the ball.
Good pass to the center there. Ooh, a bit of an ambitious cross there. The Bulldogs picked it up. Apaches once again getting there, getting to the ball. We've really seen the Bulldogs start to slow down, even though it's only the second quarter of the game. It's not even the second half yet. We're really starting to see them slow down. You can sort of see the effect that the Bulldogs' record has had on their
it's a mixture
so
of
far.
It's a mixture of everything. It's the morale,
it's almost defeatism, you know? We see them we see a lot of the defenders still running, but some of the offense and midfield just have sort of slowed down.
It's true.
They get the ball, they start running, and they just they almost leave it in the laps of the Apache defenders.
You know, if they're that unmotivated, they should at least have a few people defending.
We have a quick change of players there for the Apaches. Coming onto the field, number 13, going off number 16. Apache's pushing up the field once again. Number 22. Ooh, a good slide tackle there by the Bulldogs. From the front, so there's no foul.
Oh.
Apache's doing some excellent passing around the Bulldog defense
Clean
there.
pass. Now someone was coming for 18, but she passed that back to her team.
Oh, that was a beautiful kick there by 18 for the Apaches.
0-5, Ben. Can Burbank come back from this?
Honestly, there's always hope for Burbank. We've seen some very high-scoring games, not just this year, but last year as well. Even then, it's going to be very, very difficult for Burbank to come back from this.
You know, all they could do is just try as hard as they can. If you don't try as hard as you can, then it breaks down your morale.
It really does. And even just being down by 5 points can hurt your morale. The only other game we've seen that surpasses this was 2 weeks ago on the 23rd. Arcadia beat Glendale at 8-0.
8-0?
8-0 for the Apaches against Glendale.
This is another goal.
Holy moly! The Lady Apaches really aren't giving, they really aren't giving the Bulldogs any room to stand.
There were many defenders too at Burbank side. Should have at least.
That was number 22 for the Apaches, by the way. We can really see that just the Burbank defenders have just almost given up at this point. Swap on the field there for both teams.
They gotta be more aggressive.
For the Apaches, coming out number 4 and going in number 2. And for the Bulldogs, they've just swapped their goalies.
I think that goalie did pretty well.
She did.
Burbank.
She's had a very nice game so far, but standing in those the goalie t-shirt, the long t-shirts that they have can get quite hot after even a couple minutes in the sun.
And it's very stressful. You know, some would say that the goalie is the most stressful part of the game.
Honestly, I believe that, because as a goalie, if you let a goal in, even if it was the defender's fault, you're going to be the one who gets blamed for it. But as an offense on that same team, you're not going to be the one blamed for letting a goal in, and you get all the credit for getting a goal in. It's probably one of the hardest positions to play on a soccer team is goalie.
True. And if nobody blames you, you would always blame yourself, because you're the last defense.
Essentially. We see one of the deepest that the ball has ever gone onto the Apache half this year, right here.
Here you have a wide kick. Oh, not as wide as I thought it would be.
Right to the center, basically, for the Apaches. That shows just how cocky they're getting. Normally, you never want to kick the ball to the center because that's where most of the defense is concentrated. You normally want to kick it to either to the left of the field or the right of the field.
You see, ladies Apaches really, they're keeping it from the border of going out, where the yellow line is.
A ref is just indicating that the players walk too far forward with the ball.
Oh, that's risky. She got a little greedy, now she has to go back more. And once again, the Apaches get the ball.
Passing it forward again. Good interception there by the Bulldogs. They pass it, good through pass. The defense for Arcadia managed to get there just a little faster than that.
So here we have Arcadia on the border of going out. Oh, she passed.
Good job on the Bulldogs' defense there, getting back into the swing of the game. A little bit of miscommunication there. Neither player knew who was going to kick the ball. But the Apaches bring it right back in. And that's going to be halftime. Very good job so far for the Apaches. Bulldogs have been doing a pretty good job with their defense and their goalies. Very good job to both teams so far.
Amazing.
So it's been a pretty good half so far, all things considered, for the Apaches, leading 6-0. It's a pretty good game for them so far.
It's amazing. Amazing turnout.
The Bulldogs really haven't been living up to their name. In the next half, we really hope to see some more fight out of the Bulldogs. I don't think we're going to see that much. What do you think, Richard?
I agree. Bulldogs so far have never won a game, and I think
they've never won a game in league.
They've
won one game overall.
But I think history repeats itself today. Hopefully, with this halftime, they get energized, they come back stronger than ever. But I also think the Lady Apaches are never going to give up. They're going to...
We have seen some really good determination out of the Apaches this game. Even at the end of the second half where they're leading 6-0, we really haven't seen them slow down too much. We haven't seen them make too many overconfident mistakes. We might see that start to happen in the second half. What's your opinion on that? Do you think we're going to start seeing some overconfidence in the Lady Apaches?
You know what? They might go for more risky moves now since there's less of a chance of losing, but I think they're just, when you have so many points over the other team, you kind of just want all of the points.
Yeah, you definitely want to let some other players get some goals as well, Anyway, the second half is on its way to the game, and we'll see you then. And we're back with the Lady Apache. Ooh, that was a push right off the bat. We apologize for being a little late reconvening with our with talking. We see another push over there by the Bulldogs. I think we're going to see quite a lot more pushing and physical activity by the Bulldogs.
Very aggressive.
Because they're down. And you get honestly, in the second half, if you're down by this many points, you start to get very frustrated. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to take it out on the other team. We could start to see quite a lot more yellow cards in the second half.
You know,
even a couple of red cards.
there's some consequences if you lose your cool.
There definitely are. It's going to be a free kick for the Apaches here. Chip right over the top of the Bulldogs. Oh, bit of a failed tap there by the Apaches.
It seemed like they had a really good chance there.
They did have a pretty good chance there, but they just couldn't quite manage to tap it in.
Here we have the first goalie from the first half coming back.
It's going to be a goal kick for the Bulldogs.
I don't think the goalie is not kicking it.
It's going to be a kick by number 13 for the Bulldogs. Intercepted by the Apaches. Looks like
wow, nice pass.
Nice pass there. Apache number 2 sent to the center.
They need to
Bit
take
of a
this.
bad touch there by number 14 for the Apaches, and it goes to number 45 for the Bulldogs. The Apaches managed to get it back, however. Number 14 on the Apaches. That's a nice pass to the center, but it gets intercepted by the defense of the Bulldogs. Another good kick there, picked up by the goalie, and that's going to give the Bulldogs a little bit of breathing room.
Nice defense from the goalie. Nothing's worse than the ball going through your legs, but she was able to block that. Burbank has the ball. Oh,
The Bulldogs starting to push forward. The referee says play on.
I honestly thought that was going to be a foul.
Off the referee there.
Little interference from the referee. That's
Apaches continue going up the side. Good play there by the Bulldogs defense. It's going to be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Throw-in for the Apaches as it goes off a Bulldog player.
Now this throw-in is pretty close to their goal. We'll see what they can make out of this.
Good through ball there by the Apaches, but there's nobody there, and it just ends up going right to a Bulldog defender.
Nice headbutt.
Ooh, bit of a missed touch there by the Bulldogs offense.
Oh, Nice bump off the chest, kicking it back.
Oh, a good through ball there, but the Apaches just aren't there. That's going to be a goal kick.
No, that is another kick from 13.
Oh no, it's an offside. Sorry. That's an offsides free kick for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs kick it up the field, but right to the Apaches. We see them getting a little sloppy here. Both teams actually are getting quite a bit sloppy here.
Ooh!
Through ball there, but the Arcadia defenses are going to get there first. Going to send it down the line to number 14 for the Apaches. There's only 2 defenders in her way, and she managed to get a through ball there.
Number 2.
That's offsides.
You know, this just really shows the coordination of the Apaches. You know, they saw opening and they kicked it well. They got it somehow this far that quickly.
Good kick there by the Bulldogs. Not quite so good of a receive. And it goes right back to the Apaches.
And they're back.
Oh, that was a pretty blatant
they-
push, but it looks like the ref's not going to call it.
Must
Nope.
guess that
Ref
was
says play on.
that was a legal push, I guess.
Ball's still in play. The Bulldogs managed to get a foot on it. They send it across the field. But the Apache midfield, number 20, manages to get there and sends it right back to the Bulldogs' defense.
A lot of pressure.
Apaches are definitely putting quite a lot of pressure on the Bulldogs. Good tap there by the Apaches. That's going to go out. Looks like that's going to be an Apache corner kick.
Looks like number 20, Aaron Wong, is going to take this kick.
Nice arc there.
Ooh.
And a beautiful touch. Ooh! A nice double save there by the Bulldogs goalie. For once, it looks like the Arcadia defense is having a bit of a hard time stopping this flat in its tracks. Ooh, but that was a very bad pass.
Very
by
costly
the
mistake.
Bulldogs offense. And it's going to go right back to their side of the field. Their defense manages to stop it, and they're coming right back the way they came. Nice pass there.
Oh, they lost their momentum. Burbank.
Ooh.
Apaches are coming back.
That's going to go right past. Looks like the goalie's going to run out, probably put a foot on it. Yeah. Smart play by the Bulldogs goalie there. There wasn't any other defense.
Goalie probably could have.
Just gives them a chance to get back. She couldn't have picked it up because it was outside of the box.
Oh, she couldn't. Oh, I did not know that.
It's going to be a Bulldog throw-in on the Apache side of the field. Once again, actually, this is a little bit of a problem for the Apaches. They got a little lazy there and didn't cover all of their players. It's still going to be out, which is a goal kick for the Apaches, but they should definitely watch that because that's an easy goal if they aren't careful.
Wide kick, nice.
Love the kick there by the Apache goalie. Ooh. The Apaches steal the ball from the defenders there. Looks like that Bulldogs defender is sticking on them, but she doesn't quite have enough speed to keep up. And that was a nice touch. But the Bulldogs defense gets their feet on it. That's going to be a free kick for the Bulldogs.
She gained a lot of distance on that one.
Good kick there, but it goes right over the Bulldog player trying to receive it.
Seems like she was trying to headbutt it, but it went over her head.
It's back down the field to the Bulldogs. But the Apaches get the ball again.
Apaches are very good at turning the ball around whenever they're under pressure.
Bulldog defense scrambling a little bit to get it out of there, but the goalie manages to grab it.
Very smart by the goalie.
That's going to be a foul on the Bulldogs, it looks like.
Apache's wasting no time.
Kick right there. Ooh, goalie manages to block it, and she's got it. Decent kick there by the Bulldogs goalie.
It's going to be a throw-in for the Apaches.
Off the heads of a Bulldog player, that's going to be another throw-in for the Apaches further down this time.
.28 minutes left. Do you believe that Burbank can turn this around?
Honestly, I don't think they can. They might be able to get a goal or two back, and that could give them enough morale to rally around and push a little harder, but I don't think they're going to be able to overcome the girls' skill at this point.
I agree.
Some good passing there by the Apaches, but it goes right back to the Burroughs captain there with the orange stripe around her leg. Bulldogs slowly taking up the right side of the field. Nice through pass there, but the Apache defense managed to get a foot on it. And another, they managed to cut in front of the offense and steal the ball. Good through kick there.
Players
it looks like it's going to get to the goalie first.
Burbank's players really just seem like they're everywhere. They need to space out better because...
That's a very good block right there by the Bulldogs. Not the greatest of touches there by the Bulldogs, number 10.
Ooh, sending it back.
That is going to be another throw-in for the Bulldogs.
And she launches the ball like a rocket.
Arcadia defense managed to get in the way again, and the midfield looks like they're just going to send it through. Good through pass there by the Apaches, but it goes right to one of the Bulldogs defenders. Put a spin on it.
Here's what I mean. If number 2 would have gotten that ball, there would have been no defenders able to block her.
That's a pretty good testament to A, how tired the Apaches are, B, how lax, I guess, they're getting in this game. Because they're satisfied with winning 6-0. And C, a pretty good testament to the Burbank Bulldog player defense. Oh, good job for the Bulldogs for keeping the ball in there, but the Apaches managed to get a foot on it anyway.
Fighting for the ball. 45 gets it.
Apache defense manages to turn it right back the way it came. Good kick there by the Bulldogs, but that's going to end up being an Apache throw-in. Apaches are swapping players, coming in number 24 and going out number 9. Same is occurring for the Bulldogs. Going out is number 9. On her way in, that looks like number 1.
I'm wondering why they're switching out so many times.
It's got to be because their players are starting to get tired. You want to always keep fresh faces on the field, especially when you're down by this many points, because they're going to want to keep playing even if everybody else has already given up.
And the sun has...
Another reason could be that because they're so far down, in Burbank's case, or in this case, for the Apaches so far up, they might want to let some of their players who don't get a whole lot of playing time the chance to shine, get a couple minutes in, find where they are most comfortable if they're not quite sure where they belong yet.
Sort of like a practice game.
I wouldn't quite put it that far. The stakes are still pretty high, and Burbank would definitely keep slotting in their best players to see if they can do this. But for the Apaches, they might begin to treat it as a practice game, and if they do that, honestly, I believe that Burbank could still beat them if they start treating this game like a practice game.
Wow, Ben, seems like you have a lot of confidence.
I have seen many soccer games where one team they've been leading by 5 or 6 points, and they've just sort of given up, and they've been like, you know what, we got this. The other team's never going to be able to catch up, and they've ended up losing 2 or 3 points by the end of the game.
Yeah, it would be an amazing upside if Burbank won.
Yeah, it would be a very big upset, and I don't think that's quite what's going to happen today. But the Lady Apaches should remember that there are teams that are going to give them a lot of a pretty big challenge, and even if this team isn't one of them, they can't let themselves get overconfident here, because that'll carry over to the next game, and next time they're going to be facing Hoover.
We have ladies are firing in. Kind of a missed goal, but that is fine. It's going to be another goalie kick. I apologize.
Goal kick by a goalie. Pretty good. Oh, no, that's not quite such a good pass there, but it manages to get to the Bulldogs anyway. The Apaches take it and start running it back down the field. Looks like they're letting their defense have a shot at to see if they can get a couple goals.
2 girls on one Apache is not very smart. They should space out more.
On the other hand, they should make sure that they don't get any more goals scored on them. So putting as many players on, if there's only 1 player coming in, you've got 3 players on them, they're not going to have a chance to shoot.
Yes, but there's also a risk of the ball
uncovering
going past.
Yeah. If they uncover other players and open up a pass for the Apaches, that's not good for them either. So they have to find the balance between enough players to stop them from taking an opportunistic shot, and with enough other players left over to cover the other Apache attackers.
Burbank kick.
Right to the Apaches. They're going to pass it back. A nice one-touch pass there.
Wow, very far.
It's going to go right to the Bulldog goalie, however.
She immediately came running for it. She knew where it was going.
Bulldogs pushing up the right side of the field. Ooh, a through pass there, but there's nobody there. The Apache defense slowly moves out to get to them. That's going to be a Bulldog throw up on the far right side of the field.
Very nice throw in. Here we have
Bulldogs pulling the ball all the way across and then passing it back to see if they can get some passing going. Look, they took a little too long getting to that ball, though, and the Apaches got there. Bit of a bad touch, but the Bulldog... Ooh, no. Right back to the Apaches. But now there's even fewer players in their way. This looks like we could end up with another Apache goal here. That was a bad pass, though. It wasn't directly to the Apaches, even if it was a through ball.
What I meant to say was, if there was one really good pass there, the Apaches would have had a chance to shoot the goal.
Definitely, definitely. Bulldogs pushing ahead once again, but it's stopped by the Arcadia defense or midfield this time. That's going to be a foul on the Bulldogs. Another free kick for Arcadia. Bit of a lazy pass there, to be honest. The Bulldogs almost got it.
Oh, they take no time. No time to set up. Apaches get right into it.
It's going to be a throw-in for the Apaches. Goes out on the Bulldogs. Good throw there. Even if it does come right back to her.
Deep kick.
Bit of a bad head there. It's going to go right up back to the Bulldogs. We're going to start sending it up the field. There's not really a Bulldog player there. Number 8 ran to it and got it in time, but the Apache defense was right on top of her when she got to the ball. It is going to be a Bulldog throw-in, however.
She kicked it out on purpose, it seems like.
I think what the Apaches were trying to do is to bounce it off of her out of bounds, but what she managed to do was bounce it off the Apaches instead, which is going to be a throw-in, like we said, for the Bulldogs. It's actually sort of funny. We've seen quite a lot of good passing out of the Bulldogs in this second half here.
You know, but whenever the Bulldogs gain any momentum, somehow they get stopped by the Apaches.
The Apache defense has done a very, very good job of doing this sort of thing. A couple changes here for the Apaches. Going in, number 21 and number 19. Coming out, number 14 and number 6.
Seems like the risk taker is going to be kicking it.
Player swap for the Bulldogs. Going out, number 14. Coming in, number 9.
It's getting a little cooler now.
It definitely is. We've got a bit of a breeze coming in. It's definitely getting a little cooler. That's going to be a welcome relief to all of the players on the field. We could definitely see some players start to have a second wind and starting to
78 degrees.
quicken up the game. Bit of a tumble there by number 45. A good through ball there by the Apaches, but there's just too much power and it goes past the intended goal.
Luckily, it went out pretty far, so...
Yeah, that is going to be a throw-in for the Bulldogs. Very good throw that time, and receival by the
beautiful head
Bulldogs. But the Apaches managed to get their feet all over it very quickly. Bulldogs recovering. Beginning to push up on the right side of the field once again.
Oh, very nice passes by the Bulldogs.
Apaches intercept it and start sending it right back the way it came. Through the middle, where the Bulldogs managed to get their control of the ball again. Apaches managed to get control of it again. Through pass there. There's nobody there. It looks like the goalie's going to get there first.
This is what I mean, then. If nobody was there, Apaches easily could have got that point. But luckily, the goalie knows when to come early.
Definitely. That's the goalie's job, though, you know? Protect the goal, make sure nobody scores. On that sort of thing, their job is to run out and stop it. About 16 minutes left in this game.
I'm losing a little faith for Burroughs right now. Burbank. I apologize.
Yeah, we've seen them sort of slow down. Looks like they've started to run out of steam.
And when you're in this situation, sometimes it's not even worth it to win.
Honestly, though, you gotta try. We've got a quick swap for the Apaches coming out, number 18 and number 22, going in number 7 and number 5.
Oh, that is the farthest throw-in I've seen so far during this game.
Very good throw there by the Apaches. It is going to go... Oh, no, that's still in. Very, very good save by the Bulldogs defense there.
Hope the Apaches can capitalize on this. Oh.
Goes right to a Bulldogs player, but the Apaches are all over it. That's going to be a foul on the Apaches for pushing from behind. That's going to be a free kick for the Bulldogs.
Going
nice kick there, but the Apaches managed to get a head on it.
Ooh, that was a sharp pass.
Apaches pushing in again. Number 19 almost on a one-on-one with the goalie. Sends the ball right to the center of the goal.
Not a lot of power.
The goalie manages to stop it pretty easily.
Not a lot of power on that kick. She probably could have taken her time a little to square it up, but you know, when you have the chance, you gotta take it.
It's gonna be throw-in for the Bulldogs.
Throwing it straight to an Apache, but they recover.
Bulldogs starting to put a lot more pressure on the Apaches in this in the second half here. And the Apaches are starting to get a little more tired, we can see. They're starting to let quite a lot more of the Bulldogs through. Apaches are still being able to stop them so far. A bit of a bad pass there by the Apaches. It's going to be a Bulldog throw.
Seems to be a little
players are being swapped here. Players are being swapped here for the Bulldogs. Going out, number 7 and number 45. Coming in, number 12 and number 23.
This is really an abnormal amount of switching in and out between players.
I think we're seeing this much switching because it's such a lopsided game here. Excuse me, number 21 came in for the Bulldogs.
And the time still runs.
A decent pass there, but it goes right through and to the Apache goalie, who hasn't seen that much action this game. Her defense has been doing an excellent job of making sure that the ball never gets to her. Good through ball by the Apaches, but there's just a little too much force behind it. And the Bulldogs managed to take it and push it out of here. Apaches, though, with the comeback there.
See those two really going at it there. They really want to
Apaches
get the
managed
ball.
to get control of it, though, and they send it right back to the center for another attack.
You know, sometimes when it's...
Very good pass there.
Ooh.
We're going to see a shot here, right to the goalie.
Feels
You know,
a little bit
that
higher.
Burbank goalie has been doing some serious work this game.
She's a backbone of...
She definitely has been pulling her weight.
If there had to be an MVP, I think I would give it to her.
That's going to be a foul on the Bulldogs. We're going to see a Apache free kick.
I suspect her to kick very far.
We'll probably see a bit of a chip over the first line of defense for... Ooh,
Oh,
not quite so much what I expected to see. Bulldogs managed to stop its momentum. Apache starting it up all over again, though.
little tumble from Burbank.
Apache's keeping control of the ball with passing. Ooh, a little too cocky there. Held onto the ball for too long. That's going to be an Apache throw, however.
Burbank getting the ball.
Getting control of the ball. We see a lot more offensive moves now from Burbank. And the Apaches are putting pressure on, but they're leaving players unguarded. Bit of a chip there, right to the Arcadia goalie.
Ambitious kick.
Around 11 minutes left in this game. Burbank pushing down the side towards the Apache side of the field again. The Apache defense once again managing to stop it and push it back up to the midfield.
Yeah. Laying the pressure.
That's going to be a Burbank throw-in.
No time
Hits
wasted.
the back of their player and goes right to the Apaches. But the Bulldogs managed to get control of the ball again. That's going to be in the hands of the Arcadia goalie.
Signaling her teammates. Far kick. Oh. Burbank kicks it back. They gain control.
Arcadia defense stepping in.
Not for long, though.
Back to Burbank. Looks like they're going to push it up the right once again.
Ooh. Little scuffle.
Bulldog managed to keep the ball in. There's a bit of miscommunication there as to who would get the ball. Ooh, bad touch there by the Arcadia Apaches. We could see a shot here. And
Nice
it's a goal for the Bulldogs. Excellent job for the Bulldogs. That's going to be a definite morale booster. There's not a whole lot of time left in the game, but at least they can go home knowing that they got at least one goal on the second place team in the league.
Yeah, huge difference.
Definitely.
Nine minutes left and it's 1-6. Only 5 more goals for this to be a tie.
We see a quick swap there for the Apaches, coming out 3 and 7, going in 14 and 5. Sorry, not 5. I believe that is number 17.
For Burbank to tie the score, they're gonna have to shoot a goal every 108 seconds.
I don't quite think that's going to happen. And it looks like we've got an injury on the field for the Bulldogs right now.
Especially with his injury, their chances are really,
Looks like Burbank's okay.
really coming down. You know, the clock never stops, so they can't ever stop.
The referee will probably add some stoppage time onto the end of the game to make up for these injuries. It looks like, yep, there it is.
Kicking for the ball. Ooh, nice headbutt from the Apaches.
It's going to be a Apache throw-in.
Ooh. Launches it.
Nice header there by the Apaches. That's going to be a foul on the Bulldogs for pushing. Apache free kick.
Teresa goes for it. Very
Good
far
through.
kick. Nice pass.
Good through kick there. We
Very
could see another
open
goal
space.
for the Apaches to make up for the one they just
Oh.
suffered. Looks like the goalie for the Bulldogs is once again going to be pulling her own weight.
Burbank is gaining a little. Oh,
Arcadia defense managing to stop it once again, but it looks like the Bulldogs are on top of it this time. They've got a bit more of a morale boost under their belt now that they've managed to get one goal in at least. But the Apaches managed to stop them from getting a corner kick. That's going to be a goal kick for the Apaches. Approximately 6.5 minutes left in the game, not including any stoppage time added by the referee. Nice kick there. Apaches pushing the ball down the field. They keep the ball in.
Nice save.
The assistant referee says that the ball went out. It's going to be a Bulldog throw-in.
Apparently that was not continuing. 6 minutes left. In order for the Bulldogs to get a tie, they're going to have to shoot at least one goal every 72 seconds.
I don't quite think that's going to happen.
You know what? I believe that they can do it. They've been showing their...
Ooh, that's actually a very good play on the Bulldogs' part. They're going to get another throw-in a little further down the field. If they can continue edging their way down like this, they're going to get another shot on goal soon.
Edging like a blade. Razor. Here we have a Bulldog throw-in.
Good kick there by the Bulldogs, but the Arcadia defense manages to get there first. Apache's stepping up. Nice through ball there. This is going to be, looks like it's just a little too much, but the Apaches are going to get there.
The goalie has
Shot
to
on
back
goal.
up. She has to back up.
Goalie manages to stop that, and one of the defenders kicks it out. It's going to be an Apache throw-in.
Little of a low kick from the Apaches. If it went up just a little bit higher, probably could have went over the goalie.
Switching of players for the Apaches, coming out number 12, going in number 6.
Apache throw in. See if they can capitalize on it. Oh, and it goes out.
That's going to be a Apache corner kick. Looks like it's going to be taken by number 20 for the Apaches.
Number 20, Aaron Wong. Very talented. Ooh, kick was a little short.
Bulldogs
Burbank.
managed to get a foot on it. Right back to the Apaches.
You know, it seems like they're always passing to the other team.
Yeah, the Bulldogs really need to start keeping a better eye on where their ball's going. Even if they try to clear it, if it goes right back to an Apache, it's just going to end right back up in the box like a couple minutes later. Bit of a bad kick there for the Bulldogs. Went right past their players into the Apaches. Apaches once again keeping on top of their opponents by passing the ball around them. Bit of a bad touch there. It looks like it's going to be a goal kick for the Bulldogs.
If she gained control of that ball, that would have been a little deadly there. Seems like the goalie is going to kick it.
Decent kick there, a bit short and right to a player right next to an Apache player.
Yeah, that's dangerous.
Bulldogs managed to clear the ball though.
Nice headbutt from the Apaches.
That definitely stops some momentum. Bulldogs pushing it up the right side of the field once again. They seem to like that right side of the field for their offensive pushes.
The Apaches see this. They're running back.
The defense manages to stop it from the ball from getting to the Bulldog offense.
Passing it to the Apaches again. Oh.
Good stop there by number 1 for the Bulldogs.
However, it goes back to the Apaches.
Apaches pushing down the field again. On
Getting a little momentum. Number 2.
side.
Will she get this?
Bit of a weak pass there.
Oh.
That's going to go out. That's going to be
not.
another goal kick for the Bulldogs.
2 minutes left. You know, I believe that Burbank can get 5. Getting the corner kick.
Good kick there. Almost a headbutt into the goal by the Apaches, but they can't quite pull it off. Another goal kick for the Bulldogs. Pretty bad kick there, right back to the Apaches, but the Apaches send it right over the goal. They can't quite get it in there at the end.
That was...
I believe now we are on stoppage time that has been added due to penalties and injuries throughout the game by the referee.
Kicking it to the Apaches once again.
A very good catch there by the Bulldogs goalie. If she hadn't caught that, it almost certainly would have gone in right over her head.
That would have been crazy.
Good kick, but the Apaches managed to get there and intercept it. Bulldogs reacquire the ball. They're pushing forward. Apaches kick the ball through and out. It's going to be a Bulldog throw-in.
Bulldog throw-in. Bulldog.
Good pass throw in there by the Bulldogs, and that's going to be the game.
That is
a very good game by the Apaches.
good effort.
Bulldogs, definitely a good effort there in the last half by the Bulldogs. They didn't quite do as well as could be expected of them, but the Apaches definitely didn't let up throughout the game. They had the pressure on until the very end there, and I think, considering everything, that they did a pretty good job. Very good game played by both teams. I wish we'd seen more out of the Bulldogs. It's not entirely their fault that we didn't. They're second to last on the scoreboards. Very good showing by the Apaches, though, with a final score of 6-1. What do you think was the strongest part of the Apaches' game plan today, Richard?
You know, they were really putting on the pressure for Burbank, and Burbank wasn't handling it well. I think their goalie did exceptionally well during this game, blocking many shots up close, which is also nerve-wracking. But she gained control, and you know, at the end, you know, Burbank lost, but that's fine. Losing is you lost. You know, you can do.
Coming back. Attacks.
Okay.
Game.